And everybody join Greenie stream if you haven't. And we are going to say hello to the people watching the VODs on the YouTube channel. Hello.
Hi, VOD Squad.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those horrifying things to VOD Squad. On
Don't do
exit.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The Book of Mormon.
What? Okay.
The musical, not like
yes.
the scripture.
Got it.
Yeah, no,
I was about to say.
I understood immediately, but I was laughing because of the way that I was pretty sure everyone interpreted it.
Yes, exactly. So, I was about to say, just as a little reminder, we don't have Dishonor today. Unfortunately, he's been feeling a little bit sick, so we're gonna give him our best wishes and hope he has a good recovery, because being sick sucks.
Godspeed, buddy.
We're gonna
true.
take the wellness mallet and just keep whacking him until he's well.
Exactly. So yeah, today, I thought about something fun. I wanted to torture you guys with a recap because it's been a while. No, I am just kidding. I am going to do a general recap of the whole story because, again, it's been a while. And for the new people that we have watching us today, this would be a fun thing for them to know what we have gone through in these almost 2 years of campaign, by the way.
Wow, really? 2 years?
Oh, yeah, 2
When did you
years.
start?
We started on... Was it 2 years? I don't remember. Is it a year? I don't know.
Oh, no,
lost in
I
time.
guess we did start in 2024.
We did start in 2024. We started on July or June, but it was like the end of that.
Because I had just come back from the Philippines
Mm-hmm.
when all this happened.
Exactly. So yeah. Well, so hello everybody. We are playing the lovely campaign that I have written. And this is a very fun campaign about a world with a little bit of a big issue. The story begins with our party of adventurers starting in a festival, the Harvest Festival, where problem happens. A lot of bad things. Humans dislike creatures. Creatures also dislike humans kind of a little bit. So they're all fighting for territory and it's pretty bad. Some bad things happen in this Harvest Festival that ends up being interrupted. And the party of heroes are set to help out. Diffusing this conflict. But in the middle of this conflict, they found themselves being brought into something bigger, something of cataclysmic proportions. The party has to now, a new objective. They have to travel around and find the stones of the 4 elemental titans that created the world to bring a stop to the destruction of it. Now, in this journey, the party has encountered many trials and tribulations. Some of them are very difficult for them, not in terms of physical prowess, but also mental and emotional ones as well. They have fought beasts from other unknown dimensions. They have fought creatures from the deepest, darkest corners of the earth. They have faced versus monarchs and opponents who are well, very politically inclined. And now they have always prevailed. They have in possession 2 of the 4 elemental stones as of right now. with one of them, one of the remaining ones, already revealing its bearer. And the last one, unknown still. The party has traveled from one end of the world to another, trying to find clues about what is happening and trying to see this through. This mission, meeting very interesting people, some a little bit odd, some a little bit shady, but in the end, the party is always ready. Right now, the party is in one of the largest cities of the world, named Port Strail. It is the city of technological and magical advancements, where machines and humans pretty much live hand to hand. The city has a very big conflict between the lower city and the upper city. The lower city going through a, we'll call it outbreak of sorts. Dangers of kidnappings and murders harass the lower city, while the upper city is pretty much oblivious to the fact. A lot of tension is brewing within the lower city, and our heroes have had quite a few tasks to complete. Some of them very devastating. But again, the heroes have prevailed. Now, they find themselves in the upper city, actually, in one of the manners of their, we'll not call it unlikely, but unexpected alliance with one of the noble houses of the Port Strail House Trishul. They have just been cured of a disease that would have most likely ended their lives very soon. And there's hope for the future to fight this outbreak and to discover more secrets of the city itself. Every time the heroes continue their journey, more and more is unveiled until we see the end come through. This was just a very basic, I'm not gonna get into detail because it will take me probably an hour to do so. Even more, maybe. This is session, what, like 67 or so? Maybe a little bit more.
67.
Oh, for
my
fuck's
God.
sake.
8, 9.
Oh, my lord.
8, 9.
Oh, my lord.
Anyway.
Chords, your band. Greeny band chords, please.
Bye.
We used to like courts, but then she said the forbidden word.
Oh, my lord. Just kidding. Yes, so right now, as I mentioned, it is the night before the Inventors Fair, a celebration of tinkering and ingenuity in the city of Port Strail. You guys have just defeated one of the threats that loomed in the dark corners of the city, spreading its pest and its disease everywhere. You've been cured from said disease after the not brave, but like fast, quick efforts of the House Trishul, Lady Borealis, and her small army of automatons. You've awoken pretty much on the evening of the same day, since you didn't sleep at all because the fight was at nighttime. You pretty much slept at the very early morning times after you were cured, and now you woke up at the evening. It is the day before, as I mentioned. Lady Borealis had asked you to, well, that unfortunately she has to send you back to the lower city, because once the preparations for the Inventors Fair begin, she will be very busy, and obviously she will not be able to have you around since, you know, it would be good for you to also attend the Inventors Fair. She has a plan for you to get a potential pass to the upper city, since the two parts of the city are always locked. And of course, Rin, happy for the cure, but still adamant about the mission that she has to go through to save one of her friends, and at this point pretty much family. But she agreed to escort you back to the lower city, so you guys could, you know, relax and, you know, brush off all the dust after this great battle that you had quite a bit before. And of course, let's not forget about the revelations that happened on the time that you were asleep. Some members of your party learned very interesting things about themselves, and some others had to hear what may be a harsh truth. But in the end, as I said, the party continues. So, as I mentioned before, we are in the manor. Borealis, it's about evening, we'll say like around 5 p.m.-ish. Borealis has already, you know, told you, hey, you know, we need to send you back. Is there anything else you guys want to do before this, or any reminder that you guys want me to tell you about anything? Just so you guys know, Lady Borealis is taking the kids, the orphans that you guys saved from the orphanage, tomorrow in the Inventors Fair to be delivered to her sister, Zephyr, the current Archmage of the Arcane Academy. And she is going to pretty much just do the exchange in the Inventors Fair, since it's the best place where both can meet. And, you know, there is no traveling around involved or whatever dangers in there. It is, after all, a very safeguarded place, and a tradition of many, many years now. So, what will it be, my party of adventurers?
Do the orphans know that they're going? Are they in the loop?
Yeah, they would have been advised, and, you know, they would have been told, like, hey, tomorrow we're going to the Inventors Fair, and, you know, we're going to give you a new home. Zephyr, of course, is already in the loop of this. She was the one who authorized the whole thing. Her and the family Trishul, obviously, her being part of it. The family is it's a very generous one in terms of studies. Whatever it is, you know, arcane or mechanical studies. So Zephyr had agreed to give all of the kids tuition and keep them in the academy.
I don't think Rexmoa has any more further business at the estate, so he is good to go if everyone else is.
Taurin would like to get out and kind of look around on the upper city, and that's for sure.
I will say it is evening right now, and
Alright.
yeah, I mean,
Hey, she's a cat.
She
It
is a
works.
cat. That is true. That is true. Hey, that's fine. As I said, as of right now, the order was given. Rin is just pretty much waiting for you guys to, you know, say, hey, we're leaving, and you guys are. As Greenie is saying, Rin also is a little bit, you know, wary of letting you guys roam the upper city freely, mostly because of the sudden new fame that you have gotten, pretty much from one day to another.
Are you saying we're grounded? We're not allowed to leave. Ugh.
Not necessarily grounded, but it would be less of a risk for yourselves. Of course, you gotta remember what you have learned already, and that is the fact that, well, not only are there eyes everywhere, but you really don't know what kind of people you may find. And as you have seen before, in Port Strail, there are some shady individuals, not necessarily all of them from the lower city. As Rin mentions, she says, you all can come tomorrow from the lower city, when it will be less suspicious.
Anyone, any interjections?
I don't know. I could
Kipper?
turn into a cat and go through the pipe or something. You like or something?
I mean, you could. If you really want to. If your desire is there, and if you want to, like, scout out ahead, go for it.
Go
But,
speak.
yeah. I think Rexmoa's current, I guess, like, goal is just to get out of there.
Get out of the manor.
The estate, yeah.
Yeah.
The mana.
I mean, if I can, I would. I will. So, yeah. If I'm allowed to.
Rin says, that's funny. Just as you were saying that, Rin says, no sneaking around, please. I don't want you all to get Borealis in trouble.
So
kinda like-
essentially, oh sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just so essentially you just want us to keep a low profile.
Yeah, as pretty much Borealis and Rin have said before, you are safer entering the upper city by the normal entrance when the Inventors Fair opens the doors. Because if you guys need a little reminder, the Inventors Fair is, as I said, a festival that happens every so often where all of the tinkerers and inventors from the lower city share their discoveries and innovations in the upper city. The doors are opened so everybody can go through. The place is pretty much like a big, not a marketplace, well, there are some stalls and stuff to sell and buy. But you know, there's a big show and tell, where in the end the inventions are judged and they are the person who gets, you know, the best invention wins and gets to be in the upper city with the rest of the quote unquote high life, we'll call them.
Well, is there like any way that there's like maybe a balcony or somewhere like we can kind of like look at the cityscape, I guess?
You do have to exit. You do have to exit the manor and go through a few buildings to get to their secret entrance. So you would definitely be able to like look at the city.
Just to see the city, like from the top. That's all I was like.
Yeah, totally. As I said, if you guys are really, if you guys are willing to move, as I said, Rin will take you outside, and you will be able to see the city as, you know, the sun will be setting down soon, and, you know, lights are starting to turn on and everything. If nobody has any objections, we can move on with that.
No
don't
objections,
see any
and I
reason to
will add that since I have my dear bird companion, I will use the ability to see through their eyes and also just add to that.
Of course.
I guess observation.
Of course. So, as you guys exit, you've already been to this spot. You see the difference between the upper city and the lower city. The upper city is a much more cleaner place with lights everywhere. The bluish hue of the lights created by the power source named Stratagem. You see many different things from the other parts of the city. You see advertisements, you see signs, glowing signs. Even the buildings look more pristine. Some of them are even, I wouldn't call it enhanced mechanically, but they're definitely built with mechanical elements to them. The upper city is a whole different area. And of course, from the upper city, we can see the ports of the town, some of them at least. Some of the other districts kind of wrap around them. But some of the ports of the town are also displayed in the upper city. From where you are, obviously, if you go through like any intersection, you will be able to see the ocean further away as you look towards the horizon, not towards the city. Of course, the big wall and gate that separates the two upper and lower city, and the gate's always closed, only letting through people of importance or, you know, any other who gains access. Of course, that has not stopped the team of associates you have found, and they have a secret way of getting in and out of the upper city. You would be able to notice also how decorations are being placed, all depicting the Inventors Fair and the multiple, festivities that are going to happen the next day. You also, by moving through these buildings and kind of sneaking by, you are able to see how they have some workers and some automatons mostly putting blockades in the roads. So like most of the upper city would be closed, and only the areas where the Inventors Fair is going to be hosted is open to the public. The upper city, as per usual, is a little bit more quiet than the lower city. Lower city has bustling streets full of people, what you would expect from such a large kingdom, which is Portstrail. The upper city, instead, people are more reserved. They are, as I said, quieter. Eventually, you guys would reach the secret passage inside of one of the buildings that will take you through the subterranean area of the upper city, leading you to their secretly disguised door through the tunnels that would have made at some point the black market of Portstrail. The fight arenas, the stalls of who knows what kind of goods they were selling there, multiple passageways, some empty, some not. Place dead silence since the disease has started spreading. The black market was not a safe area, and indeed everybody has left. Even crime had to stop. Eventually, though, you guys come out through to the lower city, through the passageway that at this point you already know fairly well. And it is, as I said, sun is setting at this point. Streets are quiet in the lower city. As you know, there is a curfew every night, even though you guys have already defeated one of the issues that was keeping the lower city in a curfew. The inhabitants of this place don't really know the full story. So they are still keeping to their enforced quote-unquote tradition of closing everything early and just, you know, surviving the night, I guess. Rin will drop you off outside of the elaborate maze of alleyways and little, you know, nooks and crannies where their secret entrance was. And she would move close to Rexmoa and says, "So, once you're done with that, I expect you to give back to me. Alright, old-timer?" And she gives you a slight nudge. "I'll keep the secret. Of course, Rin is talking about the atlas that you took from Borealis's study. She didn't notice, and Percy, her automaton, did not notice either, but Rin sure did."
Yeah, Rexmoa would just respond in a solemn nod towards her.
Is Kipper near?
Oops.
You guys will be close enough, I guess.
Kipper, like, jaw drop look at Rexmoa and is just thinking, Rexmoa pilfered?
Well, are you
What
thinking
the
that, or are you
heck?
saying that? Or are you just thinking it?
I was thinking it, but if it makes more entertaining, I will say it.
Huh? I mean, I'll leave that to you.
Rexmoa, you did a little thievery?
Lad, knowledge is public domain. And, well, like Rin and I agreed, I'm simply borrowing it to be returned after I'm done with my research.
Baby's first stealing. Wow. You've grown so much.
Does not look very entertained at this observation.
Kipper's gonna
Rin
tease him about this a little bit.
laughs a little at the exchange, but eventually just kind of waves, and she wild shapes into her little cat form and just walks away through the tunnels once again, leaving you guys at nighttime, pretty much, in the lower city. You guys know where to go. You guys know the inn that you guys were staying. You guys know the many landmarks of the lower city. You guys are in the Great District again.
Okay. Taurin would like to go back to Zarjo's, if possible.
You're good, 100%. The Great District from Zarjo's place, remember, it is pretty much at the other side of town. The Zarjo's place is at the Scholars District.
Yeah, if anyone is opposed to that, it's fine. You know, if you want to go, you can. If not, I'm gonna do something else.
Hey, I'm all for that, actually.
Yeah, that's where Taurin would like to go, and me as a player would like to go. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. I will remind you, by the way, the dog, Rexmoa, is on Lady Borealis's manor at this point.
Oh, they stayed there? Okay.
Yeah.
That just makes things similar.
Exactly. Just so you know, because that's something I remembered now.
Okay.
Beans. All right. What about you, Kipper? What says you? You want to go?
They're probably going to be a lot happier there than the Plain Dagger.
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime, pretty much. Sun is set.
Oh, wow. Do you guys, even though we may have taken care of one of the infections with May and, do you think that the nighttime attacks will stop? I know that there's something else beneath this town, and it's connected to whatever the blue ooze is. But do you think it was just May's hunger, or is it more of a coordinated hive type scenario?
Well, she was attacking people who, well, had something against Zarjo, but I don't think that's the whole story. It's better that they're maintaining the curfew.
Right.
It's not like anyone within the lower district fully understands what's going on.
It is curious, so maybe we can find some answers if we kind of go looking around at his old place. Maybe.
Yeah. Zarjo's place, you mean?
Sarjo's, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, yeah, if there is no objections, you guys take your time. You know where to go from there. It is for now, you guys can make it to the place. It does take you a few hours, because as I said, it's pretty much at the other side of town. It is the dead of night. And you go to the place. The house is completely empty, as you guys would expect. However, the lock has been open. You would suspect that this is probably Rin's doing, because she was there before. And upon entering, what are you guys looking for specifically?
We can answer first since it was your idea.
I mean, Taurin would kind of be looking around for more like around the machine that Zarjo was building, hopefully to find some blueprints, maybe some plans. Trying to look for any kind of like little notes and stuff like that.
I think Rexmoa would be doing the same, in particular paying attention to like Zarjo's engine / his original how do you say, what he was planning to submit to the Adventures Fair. And
maybe
he's also gonna keep an eye out for like any equipment similar to what Zarjo was wielding when they went on that little adventure into like the quarantine zone together.
All right, both of you, I want you to give me a general intelligence check, because
intelligence.
yes, because this is a
Which one is it?
construct that you guys may or may not understand their work.
It's
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
So I
No
want you
way.
both to give me an intelligence check, please.
All right.
Let's do this.
Just general intelligence.
Let's see, intelligence. Wish me luck. Normal roll.
Okay.
Hey, okay, that's not bad.
1 moment, my sheet is loading. All right.
Oh no.
And regular roll.
All right.
Nice.
Well, that's an intelligence save, but that's fine. So,
Oh, whoops.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty much the same thing. Although I do think that adds your proficiency, if that is correct. No, it doesn't. Because you're not proficient in it, but that's fine.
Nope.
Yeah. So, Taurin, you are starting to look around. You enter the place. You guys remember the place. It's pretty much like a bachelor's like apartment. It's very small.
Studio apartment.
Yeah, studio apartment kind of deal. It's very small, kind of not that tidy. There's the necessary things for somebody to survive in. Nothing out of the ordinary. Quartz. Oh, sorry, not Quartz. Taurin. It is
It's still
Quartz.
me,
It's
but
still you, but yes. You start looking around the workshop area. You know where it is. You can see, obviously, the machinations that Zarjo was working, the sort of prototype engine thing. And you start scouring around the multiple, like, papers with scribbled down formulas and other things. It's very difficult for you to understand these kind of things. It's a foreign language to you. You are, like, you trying to make sense of it, but when one word starts making sense, 10 more get you confused.
Is there any... oh, sorry. Rexmoa also rolls.
Yes, exactly. As for Rexmoa, what were you looking for specifically?
Mostly just things useful for like either combat or like utility.
I mean,
I'm not really looking for information.
looking for the this kind of stuff, Rexmoa, you look around the house, check the bedroom. Of course, it's empty now. Besides whatever cooking utensils he may have, there are not really any weapons.
All right. Is there any like personal effects of his, like
Yeah,
journal,
you
or, like
remember-
anything that's not like technical information, I suppose.
Yeah, you remember the picture frame that he was holding. It is still there in his house. Clothing. There are no written notes per se, but in the workshop you would have found some sketches of. At this point, you would be able to put kind of 2 and 2 together and realize, oh, this is for the prosthetic arm that he had. Oh, this is for the like pylons of energy that he was carrying on his backpack. Oh, this is the connector for the sword and things like that. So the blueprints, while you don't really understand, looking at the graphs and the diagrams and kind of figuring things out on your own, you can kind of tell, oh, this is for this is for this is for this. Whatever the words you're seeing in the parchments are, you have no idea.
There's nothing like simple enough that we could like construct it on our own or decipher its usefulness. Invent a can opener or something.
I mean, we could always start putting things together.
I would say if you had proficiency with Tinkerer's tools, I would allow you to. But since none of you are proficient, it's not going to work.
Be pretty uncharacteristic for Rexmoa to like understand new technology.
I'm assuming like locksmithing and urchin stuff does not.
No,
apply.
that's just for, like lockpicking and, cracking saves and stuff like that.
Is there any chance I can roll for? I don't know what I would roll for, but just to see if Kipper remembered anything from, because Kipper and whatchamacallit?
Roll to raid his fridge.
I want
Roll
to
raid his fridge. If you roll a 1, it like crushes you to death, and then you have to make a new character.
Okay, so what is that you're trying to roll for, Mr. Kipper?
So Kipper and oh no, my brain. Okay, I kept just wanting to say dishonor. Kipper and Ambrose slept over in Zarjo's house. So is there any chance, like, is there any way that Kipper could potentially think back and remember to anything specifically that he had said?
About
just considering it was an entire night. I don't know, like something that would pique interest. It's kind of like how an investigator goes into something not knowing.
Where's the hidden floor safe?
Right. Got it.
Security number.
Got it.
Yeah, he was like blackout drunk.
True. All right,
Right.
Kipper, give me an investigation check, real quick.
Okay.
God damn. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
nice.
All right.
There you go.
Dude,
So-
Give me some sauce.
Columbo up in here.
So Kipper,
I'm Columbo.
you don't really you remember what happened. He didn't say anything out of the ordinary. As a matter of fact, you remember he was very good at keeping his act, if we can call it that. I guess it was not really too much of an act, but more of like a defense mechanism. So he was, you recall that there is nothing out of the ordinary that he must have said. In terms of the infection, in terms of May, nothing comes to mind rather than what you already know. As for looking around for clues and something, you also take your time digging around, and you happen to stumble against one of the, like, what's it called? Oh, fuck's sake, I forgot the name. Yeah, okay. You stumble against one of the nightstands, and you kind of push it a little bit, and you see behind the nightstand there was some sort of hidden compartment. Nothing too big, but something very small. Inside the hidden compartment, let me check what I have written here real quick. 1 second.
Finds. Curious.
Inside the hidden compartment, you would find... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I am looking at my resources, and I do not freaking find it.
The key to the city. Got it.
The key to the... No. That's funny. Okay. I think this is it. Let me check. It's loading. Good lord. Load faster, please. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, so, inside of, well, behind this little area, you find a very dusty, like, small trunk. I guess, I don't know if trunk is the real word, but it's a tiny little chest thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Inside that tiny little chest thingy, you grab it, obviously lift it, it's a little bit heavy. Of course, you open it, it is unlocked. It was something that you see that it's been opened recently because some of the dust has been like moved from like the locking mechanism and things like that. But inside of it, besides a little bit of dust and cobwebs, you find an opened coin purse with around 60 gold pieces.
Money. Take it.
Money, money, money.
No, not anymore.
50 gold?
60 gold pieces.
I'm
out.
building up them stacks again.
Other than that, as I said, whatever was in there was probably taken. Since, unfortunately, you were not able to check his body, at this point you would not know what he had. But that is all that you guys find in the house. As I said, you take your time digging and looking and finding. Nothing else stands out.
Wait, before we go or do anything else.
Yeah?
Question.
Yeah, what's that?
Would he, by chance, have anywhere in that paper mess, because maybe by chance, there'd be some kind of application acceptance forms or something that Taurin could find. Something.
For what specifically?
For his invention for the fair. Like, he had to apply, right? So then there had to be some forms he had to fill out and an acceptance letter to give him, give it back from the city, right?
I like it.
So,
Smart.
I mean, would we be able to find paperwork like that, possibly?
Let's
Maybe.
see. Give me a little quick investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Oh, where's investigation? Right here. Oh man, wish me luck. Please,
Okay.
something.
Yeah, okay. So, Quartz, sorry, Taurin, my brain. So,
It's all
Taurin,
good.
as you are digging around the paperwork, you are able to find one document that specifically mentions, it's kind of like a, it would be like a printed thing. Obviously with ink and kind of the old kind of printing style, where it says, hey, Zarjo, you are accepted to participate and into the Inventors Fair. You will be given a stand in section blah blah blah, and you will be able to display your invention there. The fine printing would read something along the lines of the inventions must be transported by the inventors themselves, and only presenting this paper will allow you granting the access to the stalls, otherwise it will be forbidden. And of course you must have an invention to show. You cannot just show up over there. And if you need to be a shop or some sort of trading person, you have to get another different permit and some more other kind of legal things about the Inventors Fair.
A permit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. She'll look to the others with the letter. Now, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like the idea, but
Mm-hmm.
what if we use the invention? Obviously we need help because I have no idea what these things say. What if we use this to get into the fair? And then hopefully win?
I will
Maybe.
remind you guys, the fair is open to the public, so you can just walk in. The permit is only for a stall for an inventor to show off their invention, to basically participate in the selection of the thing.
Right. Hear me out, though. I mean, and if we're selected, you know, maybe we can see where they're taking the inventors. It's an idea. We'll need a disguise, of course.
So we're taking.
You know,
the
I'm
engine?
down for the wacky
The
idea.
engine?
And we could also like, speaking
The
out of
engine
character,
to
we could just
the-
like make something up and submit it. We don't have to take Zarjo's thing.
Right? I was just like, we can do something. I don't know. It's an idea.
But none of us have. We would like. I don't know. Make like.
We have.
Like
The thing is, like, the invention doesn't matter. Like, we just need something to put on a table. Like,
That's true.
like
Just to enter, and then we can like access. Like I know it's open to the
Okay,
public,
but what if we win?
you know, it would be nice to just have like a centralized spot where we could just like put things.
Do we? What else
like
do we
going to a
win if we
con.
win? Do we
I know,
win
right?
more than just?
We get to live in the upper
get
city.
money
We
and
get to live in the
trophies?
upper city.
What if we get a
money
house,
re-
guys? We can get a house. in the
Yeah,
upper
we could
city.
retire in
more
Fort Trail.
reward than just.
We'd have our
Is
own
there more
house.
reward?
Yeah.
Do
More
we get money?
reward could you
I'm
want?
asking ZJ. ZJ.
Mhm.
ZJ.
What about it?
Do we get money? win,
You
we get
don't
money.
really know the price of it. You just know that people's life change, and they are brought over to the upper city to change their lifestyle.
They probably like put them in a pickle jar and eat them.
Finally. Num num num. I think I don't know why that was my response. I think maybe let's see. I don't know, even when I saw Zajo in front of May, I still thought that there was a chance that he would step back. It just, I don't know, it looked like he had a lot ahead of him. Everything beyond the potential, beyond him getting his wish of getting into Port Strail, albeit I don't know how much of it was true. It just feels weird going through his belongings after he's passed. But I'm not against the idea of using his invention if it means potentially saving more people.
I wouldn't even say we'll be using it. We don't even have to submit it, really. That piece of paper is the more important thing. Is it filled out? Does it have like the name of his
It does
invention on it?
have the name of Zarjo and a signature.
Are there multiple... There has to be more than one invention in this man's house. There has to be multiple things.
There's a bunch of little trinkets and gadgets, but as far as you can tell, you don't know which one is usable or not. The only one that you do know that you have seen is the engine.
Which
Can
is
we just
huge.
keep on like going through the house, picking up stuff, like jangling it?
I
pressing
would.
buttons,
I
see what
already
would
gave
happen?
you. I already gave you a lot of things. As I said, if you don't have Tinkerer's
you're right.
tools, you're not gonna be able to do anything.
At this point, like, unless someone has a better idea, like, if we want to go through with this idea, I think we should just literally just take random things and just like make it look nice and just submit that and just make something up. Like, literally just make something up.
On the spot.
Rin has seen this place and she wanted to show Borealis. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
okay, in
exactly.
character.
So remember that is true. Whenever you, Rexmoa, talk to Rin, She did mention that she would actually give all the things to Borealis because she would know what to do with them rather than have, them go out in whoever's bad hands.
You can always leave a letter behind. Dear Rin, don't worry, we'll bring it back.
That's a lie. Do you all trust her, Lady Borealis?
I would have said yes, but I trusted Zajo.
And he looks over to Taurin.
Yeah, Taurin would just kind of be like, trust is fragile, especially in the city, it seems. But she hasn't given us any reason not to trust her.
Just as a reminder, she cured you of death. Just putting it out there.
No, see, we know
Yeah.
this. This is just our characters.
Yeah, we've been hurt, ZJ.
That is true. That is very true. That is very true. That is very true.
City, that guy was dressed up as Wardell, and he wanted to take a picture with us, and then he was like, "Now give me 5 gold."
That is very true. That is very true.
I mean, yeah. Try to kill us with this monster wife. It's not nice, It
Well,
makes you question things.
Do you think if we did things differently, we would have been able to save Zajo?
Well, I think the more important aspect to all this is if Zarjo wanted to do things differently. Love, it makes you do crazy things. And like you said, he did have a whole life ahead of him. And, well, it seems that many people think his invention was a sure way to win the Inventors Fair. But he simply didn't want to live a life without May. None of it was worth it to him.
Part of me thinks we should have told him no, and maybe not told him as much, but we didn't know. So.
Yeah. He made his decision, and, well, we made ours. We just have to learn to live with it.
You're right. He probably would have hated us if we held him back and took care of May. Sorry.
Oh, shoot, Taurin was just going to add to that. It's like, at least he'd be alive and not dead.
Well,
yeah, Kipper's definitely gonna kind of wince at that. Not that it was wrong, but it was like... everything about this conversation is a little hurtful.
Well, anyways, the reason why I asked is because, well, we're here, alone, with the engine. I will say my knee-jerk reaction was to come back here and just simply burn the place down, but...
Oh.
It is a wealth of knowledge, I must admit, that would be greatly wasted. I just, well, after that whole incident with Zarjo and May, I do have my reservations about trusting many people around here in Port Strail.
Yeah. Question. So in the box, I'm just trying to make sure I'm remembering right. Was it just money? Or
just the money. As he said, there was an opened bag of there was an open coin purse, pretty much. The rest you would have seen that it was taken. Like, as I said, the box itself was very dusty, except for, like, you would see, like, some movement in the lock-in mechanism that had no dust, so it would have been recently, like, removed.
Okay. Kipper is taking the... Was it 30 or 50 gold pieces?
60.
60.
60? Holy crap.
Yeah, just like the episode. Give or take 1.
Yes.
Let's
I
see.
think I spelled that right. Yeah.
Do we wanna split it, or how?
I mean, I'll let you decide that. Rexmoa is fine with not carrying around gold.
I mean, she's gonna spend it on something, you know.
Yeah, but like this way we can all save up for something.
That's fine.
Well, unless
Put
we want to go
20
with Taurin's idea and enter ourselves in the competition, I think we're done here. I don't see
Enter
any more
20
point in.
gold pieces in your stuff.
I don't see any more
gold.
point in rooting through a dead man's things.
Yeah, there's not a lot here. I mean, it could become useful. We could go where the inventors go. That was just an idea. So,
Well, maybe they'll just let us claim the table.
maybe. Wouldn't hurt.
If we claim the table, of course it's under his name. We would have to mention how we're taking his place as.
Well, we'll
he-
see. No one might not even know what he looks like. Any one of us could be a Zarjo.
I have a feeling multiple people will, especially Boris's cousin.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, even more reason to take the table.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll stop by.
I feel like if we take Zajo's place and we don't have something that resembles as, Zajo thing, it might be a little as entertaining as it would be to put like a little mud pile, like just present a little mud pile with sticks to like rich people that want to look at the new trinkets.
Well, he's a cat. I'm a cat. All I need is a suit.
Mm.
Just steal his clothes.
Yep.
I mean, his closet's right there.
Or we'll turn to the closet and go
Hmm.
start looking through to see if there's any similar, clothing. that
I
he's
mean,
wearing
you
that
would
Zarjo
see
was
the
wearing.
clothing. It's pretty regular looking clothing.
Average schmo
Frankly,
Joe.
I don't think that the nature of the invention even particularly matters. We're not there to win. We're there for information. And, well, just like any other merchant and snake oil salesman, you can just make something up.
Better be prepared. Torn will say. And then she's like snatches one of the outfits and just puts it in her backpack.
Is there anything that just like glows in the shop? Like, can we just like take a
Well,
something
you
that's
know
just, like,
the engine glows because obviously it has the stratagem. So
uh-huh.
Do you-
But the engine's like unwieldy, right? Like we couldn't realistically.
as long as if you can carry a whole engine.
Yeah, I'm not that strong. My strength isn't.
think we could potentially corrupt
Ambrose.
this?
How would we get it out of the house?
We're not getting this out of the house, people.
Engine,
It's like, I
engine?
just thought of that.
Hmm.
Sorry.
the bridge.
All right. I as a player elect that we just like leave sooner than later. I don't think it's worth it to mull over this decision for too long.
I have a question.
What is that?
Yeah, take the points.
I'm speaking in Kipper voice.
Oh, okay.
If we were to, I don't know, just take a stratagem and someone who, has a connection to a Titan were to imbue Titan energy into it, could we just say we invented a new kind of stratagem with a new kind of energy? I feel like that might be intriguing enough. Just
Rexmoa
imbue
raises
a small
an
portion
eyebrow.
of just a small portion, not like because the power of the Titan crystal gem thingies they're kind of I would assume endless, that you can probably just put a tiny bit of juice, just like imbue it with just a little different color or something, make it, I don't know. It wouldn't really be technically you would be inventing something. It takes a little
I
bit of
will also remind you what happened in the fight during the Lovers. How somebody overcharged a stratagem cartridge and it blew up.
Well, let's not overcharge it then.
That's a lot.
That is a very, very bold claim. What you're saying there, my friend.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Rexmoa is just gonna grab something and put it in his bag and say, "Okay, this is gonna be our invention."
Okay.
Well, okay. It'd be a lantern
Hmm.
of multiple colors. A lantern of every color, just for your home and decor.
Alrighty, so you're taking the letter of acceptance, the letter of, well, not acceptance, but like the letter for the place in the Inventors Fair. You're taking a suit from Mr. Zarjo, and you said just whatever you feel like it looks remotely,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, if something that has like an on-off button and glows.
Okay, got it. We'll see what that is. Anything else from you guys?
Yeah. Like, I just don't think we need to invent something. I think that is a completely separate, like, matter that we don't have to worry about. Because
I'm just happy to have a disguise.
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly.
So. Just in case.
Alrighty.
That's all I was hoping for.
So, if that is the case, then, I mean, it is obviously nighttime. You guys would return to the Plain Dagger to, you know, kind of just pass time, or I guess get a little bit more rest before the next day?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, if that is the case, you know where to go. It takes you a little while. You get there very much late at night. And eventually you get to the spot. You talk to the barkeep that you already know, and he gives you the same rooms that you already had. And things are fine. And oh, look at that. We got drawings. So, time passes. You know, eventually morning. Exactly. Eventually morning comes.
Oh, this was after I shot that lady in the head.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Eventually morning comes. You guys wake up, go into the, you know, the bar, I guess the tavern side of the inn, and you order your breakfast and everything. We're gonna do your daily, I guess your money upkeep. It's 5 silver for the room and 5 silver for the food, pretty much. So each
10 silver total?
Yeah, 10 silver total for both of you. You guys remember the Plain Dagger is a very simple and not luxurious at all inn. It's just as basic as it can get.
10 silver for food and board. There you go.
Rexmoa, could you remind me of that a little bit?
I'll
Please?
just whisper to you on Discord.
Okay.
Before we forward you the message.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, we can continue.
Yeah. So in the morning, you guys hear the commotion on the outside. You guys are able to look out the windows, and you can see that people are already moving. Even if it's early in the morning, people are already moving. Crowds are gathering towards the gates of the upper city. You would have noticed also the decorations declaring the Inventors Fair is upon us. Morning is there. You guys take your time to, you know, get ready. Taurin, finally, you don't feel any more groggy as you did before. The infection is completely gone from your system, so you don't have... You feel normal now.
Perfect. I asked a question on my character sheet, if it's okay with you too.
Oh yeah, I can look at it real quick. Yes, Taurin, you can disguise yourself with Zarja's clothing. Okay. It doesn't take you too much. You guys are probably kind of, you know, similar build. You're both tabaxi after all.
Yes.
Maybe they're a little bit bigger on you, who knows? But
A little bag.
exactly. They just fit a little baggy and stuff like that. For
It's okay. Port Strail's racist, Greenie. It's not ZJ can tell the difference, but you know,
Meow, meow. We all
Serafina,
know.
all those darn cats, they just look the same to me.
Oh, right.
Listen, DJ's allowed to say that he's a cat.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. I am a cat. So, Rexmoa, as for your request, Rexmoa, you decide to spend the time with the atlas that you so graciously stole from your associate.
We borrowed it because we're gonna return it.
True. You're going to return it. For now, it is. For now, you start studying, start reading, and start, trying to figure out if what was said about you and your town, well, not you specifically, your town, was real. You read and 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 you read, and there are no written records of Sea's Marrow in this atlas. As a matter of fact, nothing even mentions anything remotely similar to where you used to live. At all. Like, you take the time to read the whole thing in the few hours that you are, that you have to stay.
I think this information definitely is unsettling for Rexmoa, but he just keeps this belief of like there has to be something more to this. Like they have to be wrong. Like, he knows for a fact that Sea's Marrow is out there, and I do think it's significant enough to him that he's probably just gonna stay up all night thinking about it.
Right. For, the purpose of, the fact that we don't have Dishonor here, we will say that Ambrose was feeling under the weather and he is going to stay at the inn.
Gonna miss you, big guy.
Yes, sir. So, as I said, you guys do your morning preparation, everything is fine, and, you paid your dues. Make sure to take down those 10 silver for the inn. And now, eventually, you guys are ready to start your day. You exit the Plain Dagger back into the main district of Port Strail, and you see the crowds are gathering all in the gate. Inventors Fair, I guess, propaganda is displayed everywhere. And everybody's just waiting for the gates to finally open for them to, go through. As you guys start heading towards the crowd, the gate starts to open. The large gate that kept one of the cities from the other. And the first thing that you see as the gate opens is a very big barricade of automaton guards. Directing people and making sure that, nobody's just rushing in, trampling everybody or things like that. They are keeping control of things, and whoever gets a little bit rowdy, they would immediately deal with them. The amount of guards in the place is quite large. Most of them are mechanical. There are a few that are human, but the majority are mechanical, and they are doing a great job at keeping things in check. You see the people now with their enthusiasm still. They're going through the barricades and just, slowly making their way inside of the upper city. As I mentioned before, the upper city has blocked a lot of the roads leading to other sides, so there's only one way for them to really enter into the upper city. Seeing it from this angle now, you can see the main road leading into this part of the kingdom that you have never seen before. It's a different perspective. Although you've been through the upper city, you haven't seen this side of it. The upper city's cleaner streets are definitely the a thing to talk about. Everybody is looking amazed and in awe at how beautiful the upper city looks compared. You guys walk through with the crowd. People are kind of like going through one direction, the only direction they can. You guys are able to spot the fact that the other roads are fortified with these blockades and guards in every corner trying to like make sure that people just continue through. And obviously the big landmark of the upper city being the command tower, the large building, towering, redundant, but descriptors. Towering over the rest of the buildings in almost the center of this district that you guys are in. As you keep going through inside of the upper city, you start seeing more and more decorations until you reach an area full of stalls for people to show off. You see a lot of stalls have technology displayed. Some people are arranging them. Some others look like general shops, but the place is full and like it feels alive. The town that you've seen before was a fearful town. It was gloomy and shady, and even though the weather right now is also a little bit dark, it's cloudy, not ideal, people are happy, and that lifts your spirits. You see the colorful stalls full of technology. The other many shops, they are a couple of the main, I guess it's like a plaza, and a couple more streets are full of these very, very, I guess, jovial looking people, showcasing their inventions and their produce to sell. Obviously, as you get close as well, the large command tower is also much closer, and you can now see it, give it a closer glance. The command tower, of course, has a main entrance on the ground floor. The entrance is being heavily guarded by a pretty big battalion of people. But the command tower goes up. It is a building, as I mentioned before, not a common looking building. It is made out of metal, and like you can see pipes and more technological machinery going all the way up into this spire. Of course, from this tower, there is a large balcony that is conveniently pointed towards the area where the fair is going to be, and you can see that people are gathering as a small crowd of people is gathering into this sort of plaza where the fair is taking place. You guys are kind of amazed now being inside of the upper city, not in the space that you were confined to with the whole, undercover deal from before. Now, you feel the difference. You feel this like kind of sense of discovery in this new place. Although the whole place is mostly locked down. I don't know, the energy of the people around you give you the sense of happiness. And as I mentioned before, for the first time you feel like this whole gloominess of the rest of the day has completely evaporated. And you guys yeah, what's up?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask, are there market tables around?
Yeah. There are many market tables, people showcasing inventions and things like that.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Kipper gets excited and looks at one of the tables.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, look! They have the newest eye tome. I was always too poor to get one of these, but I don't actually know what it does.
You can see on the table.
The newer model's still a little bit too big.
You can see on the table of this invention is, as Kipper says, the newest item, written in a very, just handwriting. Very rustic, you would call it. The machine itself looks to be in the shape of a book. A little bit smaller than a normal, than a normal tome, per se, but it is a complete machine, and the person in the stall would tell you that this would be the way that information would be displayed soon. And he puts what looks to be a small crystal onto the machine, on a little slot that the machine has, and a not mechanical but distorted kind of a voice with feedback and a little bit of static starts playing what this book would be of. It's basically something reading the book, or someone reading the book in a voice.
Eerie. That's what Taurin will say.
What in the world is this?
I've heard that if you I think this inventor actually visited Miss Bell at one point, because I've heard about the eye tome. I think you can write things in it, and then you can send those things to like your grandma or something, and then she can respond with a poorly drawn image of a heart, I think, but I don't know how that works. Is it kind of like, sending? Or do they just, in the middle of the night, sneakily have like a pigeon that comes in through the door?
And the person is listening to you say all of these things, and they go, "Oh my god, I should have done something like that. Huh. My model is not practical at all."
Cute.
Oh. Well, maybe I just dreamt all of that. Take me away, boys.
Ideas for the future, as they say, yes?
Kipper, looks at Rexmoa, I guess, as we're, walking away. Just I think I'm done with sad Kipper, at least for a little bit. Bad things are just gonna keep happening, so I might as well just roll with what's happening now instead.
Well, I'd like to think that good things will keep on happening too.
Just
like that
don't say that.
Tome.
Don't say that too loudly. I'm not
Why,
one
are people
for
listening?
Are
we being spied on by that tome?
You know what? Maybe actually, but I'm not one for superstitions, but something about saying something's going to go good makes the thing go bad. But it's not like I haven't done that multiple times.
Yeah. This time we'll buck the trend. Oh, so I look over to Taurin. So where are we supposed to enter our invention, Zarjo?
Yes. Kind of the notes here. I think it was section blah 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 for the table. That was. You didn't give me a table number or anything.
It's a randomly generated number.
Section A 527.
There you go.
All right. Well, I guess let's go find our table, and if anything catches our eye on the way there, I don't believe we're in too much of a rush.
Right.
Also, aren't we supposed to meet up with Lady Borealis somehow? And then I point to your earring.
Oh, Taurin forgot about that.
Alright, I almost forgot about it too.
No. It's like, yeah, I guess we can either get the table ready and then we'll give her a call. And then maybe we can meet up at the table. I don't know.
Yeah, so if you guys are wanting to find your table, you start looking around. You see some of the stalls, well, most of the stalls have a little bit of a small, like, plaque that identifies the name and the number of the stall. So you take your time walking around, you know, kind of moving through people and getting over there. When you notice that the stall that you have is a simple, you know, it's a simple, like, kind of tarp roof thing with a table. There is literally nothing else. It's you bring everything else. We just give you the spot kind of deal.
Awesome.
We might be a little underprepared, but oh well. We're here.
That guy's name was Steve Bobs. I feel like that's kind of redundant to have the first name and the last name.
Yes, I will say, as you guys are walking towards the area of your stall, you see a small group of people that are gathered nearby, not necessarily by the area, but as you're like kind of walking by, you don't really pay too much attention to it at first, but then you see some small fireworks come out and a crowd of people going, ooh, you know, excited and happy about what is going on. And you see, obviously, they are surrounding. It is not a stall because there is no tarp like the other ones have. This seems to be just like an open spot in there. And if you guys, you know, you want to take a look actually?
Sure, let's take a little peek.
Nah. Okay, we'll take a look.
Just a quick little, just a little.
Yeah, you see, like as I said,
I have a thought about what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
You see, as I said, things that are flying out, little fireworks, like birds, flames, and things like that people are just like reacting to. And as you approach, you kind of have to like squeeze a little bit through the crowd. You would see an old man telling stories, showing off with magical prowess and illusions how, you know, to emphasize the stories. You guys know this old man.
I fucking know it.
It is a very familiar face.
A face that's not the real face.
That face that is not the real face. Correct. Correct. And as he finishes this story of some random tale that people are really interested in, and everybody claps, you know, people start leaving the stall, and he just kind of, you know, sits there looking at everybody and just kind of glances over at you. And the old man shows a smile.
Can Taurin like wave and go and like lip the words, "Hi, Grandpa"? You know.
I mean, at this point, like I said, people are kind of leaving, so you know you can definitely talk to him. He is sitting down on, like I said, there's like a little like towel or like, I don't know, like a carpet, and he's just sitting down on it. There is nothing around him. He just carries his clothes and a staff.
Don't you have more productive ways to spend your time?
He would smile at you and go, "No, I feel like sharing stories is a very productive way to spend one's time."
Sharing stories and, conning poor children out of their lunch money.
he lifts his arms and just kind of shakes it around, and he goes, "Nobody has paid me a thing. Should I be doing that?"
Don't take money from children, please.
I always ask for some alms.
And
Use your
he
little wizard hat.
he slowly starts getting up. You can see that his act is so good that he even like shakes and kind of struggles getting up. but then lifts his hand in front of his head and just kind of pulls a veil, and his real shape is revealed. The elf that you guys already know, dark hair, glowing white eyes, and the same tunic that he always carries, obviously with a staff.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Well, I thought I would hop by in the festivities and see how you were doing."
Bad.
We were wondering where you've been.
I've also
Stuff keeps happening.
I've also had my own things to deal with, but I am glad to see you. Well, most of you are fine.
Right, Ambrose just has a stomach bug.
A little sick.
Just kind of nods. And he goes, "Oh, well, the purpose of my visit is not only to, enjoy the lovely Inventors Fair, but..." And he glances over at Kipper. "I have detected some more of the Titan's energy."
Which one is it?
What did you tell me? You are, of course, irradiating that energy.
Is this a new revelation to you, or did you always know?
Now Kipper knows how Rexmoa feels.
To be completely honest, I had my doubts, but now, well, it's very evident. So, do you have another stone, I guess?
I do not. It's complicated.
Oh,
Oh.
and what about your little fairy friend? Were you able to free her?
Well, that is a little more easy to explain, yes.
Yeah, I would be a little bit cranky too if I was being used as a nightlight every day, but
No,
alas.
we weren't doing that often.
I, for one, think she enjoyed being a nightlight every day.
he kind of nods at you and goes, "Hey, to each their own." But, well, not only the fact that he, again, gestures over at Kipper and goes, not only the fact that, well, I can feel the Titan's influence very strongly in you, but I also have another feeling. Another Titan is nearby. And, well, I have to come and see it with my own eyes.
Nearby.
Sorry to be a bit, sarcastic, It's been a week. I enjoyed the boat ride. And I think I'll enjoy whatever boat ride we take after
Well, whenever you guys are done with your quest, there's only one final boat ride to take. One final destination.
And pray tell, do you know of this final destination?
Well, of course. Who else do you think is going to take you?
Could you? I'm asking because I want to know the final destination.
I'm going home after all this is done.
Let's hope everybody is. He says.
Do you think maybe? You said there was a lot of. Sorry to backtrack. You said there's a lot of wise people in Sea's Marrow. Do you think maybe they veiled themselves in something to be like invisible? Do you think there was a reason for them to do that?
Well, anything's possible.
Never
Perhaps
know.
if they knew something was going to happen with the Titans, they may have taken their own measures. Avoid all this. He raises his hands in the air. Conflict that's going on. My people are not a fighting one. They would much rather stay out of these struggles for power.
Ah, those are the wisest of people. After all, somebody has to tell the tales, right?
That's correct. We need to do our best to collect them.
Well, a missing island intrigues me, so I'm definitely willing to help you find your island.
Well, it's not missing and it's not an island, but I thank you for the sentiment, Kipper.
Wait, I thought it was an island. What, is it not an island?
I mean, it's on the coast. It's not an island. I mean, in the same sense that Port Strail itself is an island, you could say.
But isn't this a continent?
Yes.
Have what you've been calling an island this whole time was just another continent?
Lad, I do not recall calling it an island.
I was pretty sure.
I believe you said
maybe
land.
it's just the name. Maybe it's just the name. Maybe I'm just dumb.
You're not dumb, lad, but there's
Sometimes.
much to learn.
Sometimes I am.
Do you have any information about this Adventures Fair? No. And in regards to that energy of the Titan, well, do you know which one it is? Is it similar to, I don't know, the Cult of Fire?
Well, let's see. He lifts a finger and goes, "Your rocky friend has the earth one." Very fitting. He lifts another finger. "You have the air one. Your bunny friend over here smells of fire and ash. So that leaves us with... I don't know.
Around.
I don't know. Beats me.
Someone. I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
You two should know this. I've talked to you about this. Who's the last one? Come on. I know you know this.
It's Ixis.
Good job. Thank you. Good job, lad.
And he
If
laughs.
I didn't know the name of Ixis, I feel like I would have been disowned by you.
He laughs. Sorry.
Well,
I'm
not even
just
that extreme.
I'm just in a little bit of a playful mood.
Yeah, aren't you?
So, well, I will be sticking around, seeing if any Titan-related things happen. And of course, I will be communicating to you. Are you here for browsing, for shopping maybe? And he looks over at Taurin and he goes, "Oh, I believe that those clothes are certainly a style. I don't know if it's yours, but if you like them."
Oh, I enjoy them for now. It's for a reason. I think I look pretty dapper in them.
I agree.
But if you're going to be around for a little while, I do have one request. If you could help us out real quick. If you're feeling generous and, you know.
I may try. What is it?
Could we, by chance... Oh, wait, hang on. Did the stall have a table or not?
Yeah.
It had a covered table, I believe.
It's just a cover table, like literally. That's it.
Got it. Could you possibly make that stall a little bit more stylish?
I can do that. And he walks over to the stall, and you see his hand starting to move, and he's muttering words. As if casting a spell, obviously. And suddenly from the stalls you would see vines with flowers growing all around it, and vegetation, and some other like stone kind of features on it. He made like a very cool looking stand piece now. And after he's done casting this, he says, well, I hope this is good enough. The illusion would stay there for about an hour. Unfortunately, these illusions cannot be held for too much longer.
Aw. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Taurin's tail kind of whisked back and forth happily. Oh, Rexmoa, did you grab something by chance so we can put it on the table?
Oh,
These are
yes.
great. Yeah.
And I produced the thingamajig that we stole from Archer's place.
The thingamajig!
Put her on the table.
Alright, Rexmoa, just for the funny, roll me a D100.
Oh, goody.
You know, not really too sure what this thing does, but it's showy, so.
Okay. With a 60, I will tell you that the item that you took from the house is basically what would be a... how can I call this? It's not like it's like a hydraulic, not press, but like a hydraulic kind of extension thingy. I don't know the proper name in English.
Extension thingy. Like a jack?
It's kind of like a jack, yeah, I guess.
Lift a car?
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of like that. But it's automatic rather than, you know, you having to like pump the thingy, like move the thingy and such.
It's an engine jack for those awesome engines in the future, right?
Well, we kind of forgot to bring the engine. It's alright. It doesn't have to be a winner. People just need to... We just need to not rouse suspicion, is all.
Right?
Does someone have to be here? Have you talked to Borealis yet?
Oh! That's right! Ring, ring, ring!
So you touch over to your earring, but the normal static that you would feel when the magical connection between the earrings would happen is completely gone. There is none of that kind of buzzing from magic that you would feel normally. But I will say, as you guys are getting comfortable and setting things up on the table, you would hear the sound of speakers, static, starting to like feedback onto speakers, and you would hear some mechanical voice at first, a mechanical automaton voice that is. And it says, as a repeating message, "Attention, everyone. The Inventors' Fair is about to begin. An announcement will be made." And it repeats a few times, attention, blah, 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 blah. And you can see that, the crowd is starting to gather over towards the command tower, where this balcony is. Now on the balcony, you guys are able to see a few automatons standing up. One of them being the advisor, the different model of automaton than the others. You guys can see him like standing there, unmoving as all of the other mechanical beings are. And everybody is quiet in expectation until the message stops. And a little bit of feedback comes out again. And the saints of Port Strail show up their faces in this balcony. The crowd start cheering. And, they're all like, waving at them and kind of like giggling about and things like that. Until, one of the automatons, specifically the advisor, hands over Seraphina what looks to be, for all intents and purposes, a microphone. And Seraphina would start.
Beloved and blessed citizens of Port Strail, it is my utmost pleasure to announce the start of the long-awaited Inventors Fair. I know how excited you must be after waiting for a whole year to enter the fairgrounds and show us your inventions. Before I go any further, however, I would like everyone to put their hands together for the outstanding and prestigious noble families of Port Strail, who have helped put together this glorious event. Of course, there is the long-standing and respected House Trishul, best known for the Arcane Academy, a leader in magic side of technology.
And you guys would hear the cheering of people as they start to introduce the families. You would see the true Dragonborn sisters show up in this balcony. Borealis, of course, and Zephyr, both with their own attires, showing off insignias of their house. They give a regal bow to the people and just start waving as the rest of the people are, cheering and they're all like reveling in this announcement. And then Seraphina goes again.
Then we have House Thrail, who have delved much into research and development of our wondrous city, creating our helpful allies, the ever-useful automatons who, why, due to this noble house, we have advanced so much in stratagem technology in just a mere decade, surpassing any of the other supposed great nations.
The crowd cheers as the next person approaches the balcony. This time a gentleman. From where you stand, you cannot really tell what kind of species he is. He is clearly humanoid. The only thing that would stand out to you is their very interesting attire. It is not any fancy noble attire by any means. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look like very common. But what stands out the most is that it is kind of like a combination between a suit and a robe. It has no sleeves and no neck piece. It's kind of like very interesting fashion choice. But what stands out the most for all of you who see it, their stoic figure, they raise their hand to kind of wave, but their face is kind of serious. They're not smiling or anything like that. What stands the most to you is the fact that this person has dark ink tattoos all over their arms and up to their neck.
Tattoos.
Wow, they just out in these streets.
Mm,
They just out in these streets like, hey, look at me.
handsome. All right.
And as I said, the man just looks very stoic and not happy at all. He's just serious. And Seraphina would keep going after the applauses.
House Alabaster and House Aaron, their partnership that created Stellar Strats, the leader in marketing and distributing stratagems, so that every household does not have to go without.
again, the crowd goes wild as the next couple of noble houses approach. The first one, House Alabaster, you see it's a fairly normal looking human. Nothing out of the ordinary with this one. You know, it has a very fancy looking suit, a bit of like mechanical, I guess, adornments on it to signify that, you know, they're kind of into the technology business. However, the next person who comes after this human is interesting. And as soon as you see a Taurin, your heart skips a beat. It is a red tiefling with a very fancy looking suit. He has a beard, very luscious beard, and you can tell like he has a lot of chains because there's a little bit of a glimmer in his neck. Taurin, you are very aware of who this person is. You know this person. However, it is very weird to you that this person has another name. The aforementioned House Aaron is a name that you've never heard before from this person. However, you see him show up a smile and, you know, wave at the people as the other human of House Alabaster does as well. They're all carrying their own adornments and insignias. And of course, you can see the tiefling tail moving behind him, like whipping from side to side as he is giving their hellos to people. And then, of course, Seraphina, after the applauses would fade a little bit, would continue.
And lastly, House Gillum, for their ever-present support and donations.
And this last one, again, is another human. This one's a much older looking one. He is, again, in another very fancy suit. However, the decorations of this suit are kind of less towards the mechanical and more towards gold. It is, again, very a display of wealth from this person. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. And as the applauses, you know, dim down a little bit, Rupert, the other saint, would be handed the microphone and he would go, "Now, to the people of our lovely nation, we will remind you of how this contest works. You are all to remain in your located tables and present your inventions to the judges. The judges, of course, being ourselves. And whoever ranks the highest will gain the privilege of gaining a spot in our esteemed upper city. And now, I believe, with many more years of this tradition going, that we will make a big difference. And we will be the nation of the future." And the crowd goes absolutely wild again. And he just kind of like tells them to, like, you know, not make so much noise with his hands, and goes, "The scoring will happen later during the day. So all of you inventors have time to fix anything you may want, to take care of any malfunctions, and before sunset, we will be grading all of you. Thank you. And he hands the mic again to Seraphina.
There is no doubt, of course, that none of this would have been possible without the authority and aid of the saints. Indeed, this Inventors Fair is a divine gift for you all. A chance to prove your worth, to join us in the upper city. Today, you have the opportunity to prove to your deities that you are more than just a simple citizen. Rather, you have the makings of someone who one day prove worthy enough to sit at the same table as your gods.
And Rupert again just kind of leans over to add. And with my blessing, I declare the Inventors Fair officially started. And everybody just goes crazy. The crowd goes wild until Seraphina herself just kind of makes them, quiet down a little bit to continue speaking.
I wish all of you the best of luck, and may the blessings of the saints enshroud and enrich you and your inventions on this blessed day.
And with that, again, cheering, screaming, whistling, clapping, you see like confetti being thrown from other buildings. It's all a display of color and happiness. The saints and all the noble houses remain in this balcony for a moment, throwing kisses, saying hi, and obviously displaying their own signs of affection towards the people. Until eventually they both retreat and they just kind of talk to the other noble houses, and they all retreat as well inside of the command tower, out of the sight of everybody. And with that, the crowd starts dispersing into the Inventors Fair.
Taurin would be standing, fidgeting, and biting her nails.
Rexmoa looks at Taurin. It doesn't have to be you standing behind that booth. I doubt, any of those people standing up there even know who Zarjo is. Honestly, I doubt they even care about most of these people. They only really care about what they're bringing to the table.
If only we could win.
Are you in need of someone that used to, lie and cheat and such?
Taurin, aren't you a merchant? Don't you also lie and cheat and such?
But she's emotionally involved.
And you're not? Don't you hate rich people? Don't you hate people in positions of authority?
That's
you're
like
about to be
all
face
the
to face
time.
with them?
That's like all the time. I can shove it down in my pants if I need them to give me money.
Hopefully no one has to shove anything down their pants today, Kipper. Well, looks like it's just us. What do we even pitch this thing as? He looks at the what's it called? The engine jack just go.
You see one of the bolts that is holding the thing together just kind of gives out, and the thing just kind of collapses into itself.
This is not good.
Embarrassing.
Kipper goes over to it and tries to reassemble the pieces IKEA style Like, just like, okay, this was here and that go here. And, things aren't fitting as they once were.
I mean, we also have the option of simply not attending. We don't have to do any of this. All three of us could just go about our merry way.
Why did we even do this in the first place, actually?
For fun.
You know what? That's very valid.
Actually, Rexmoa comes up with an idea.
Okay.
Okay, what remains of that, like, device?
I mean, it's still there. You just saw that one of the bolts kind of came loose and it just kind of broke.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Use some Druidcraft to help out. Screw it back in, you know.
Well... Oh, wait. I have a few ideas, actually.
Okay.
Kipper, do you still have that bag of tricks on you?
I do.
Perhaps we could, well, just be a little dishonest, catch their attention. We don't have to be completely truthful about the nature of this invention, perhaps. I'm, we have a saying back in the academy that, science sufficiently advanced is no different than magic, and we just so happen to have a few sources of magic on us. And then he also, holds his arm out and shows off his patchwork robe. So maybe we could just stuff your bag of tricks or my robe in there, and we could just call that our invention. As he just gestures towards the metal frame of what used to be a hydraulic jack stand. Yeah,
I zoned out for a moment.
I'm not sure what else this thing can do, but, well, last time it produced gold, so maybe it'll just produce gold again.
Do you want me to put my hand in the bag and take a thing out? The fuzzy?
Well, I was thinking we just put the bag in there, and then, maybe if we're lucky, Seraphina will put her hand in the bag, and it just doesn't come out, and, something terrible happens to her. But,
I think that would make her kill us. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I was just daydreaming. Yeah, she pulls it out, and then, I don't know, a goat or a rat comes out, and then we say that it's science.
That was surprisingly morbid of you, Rexmoa. Am I rubbing you?
No answer.
First you steal, and now you threaten. This is.
Let's not celebrate.
Are we is this
degradation
like
of my
opposite?
character.
Is this opposite day? I'm not celebrating. I'm just teasing.
Let's do with less of that and more with the planning.
Okay.
So, Taurin, what are you thinking about what just happened? What you just witnessed?
Yeah. What's happening is how is she gonna get inside to see where that guy went? That's her thoughts next.
Kipper did not notice anything of Taurin's reaction. So until Taurin explicitly says something is wrong, Kipper is going to be none the wiser.
Sorry guys,
Rexmoa's
I have to go
game
handle
today, too.
something. I have to go find something else. I gotta get inside there.
Where is there?
Up there. And she'll point where the saints were.
So you're gonna get up there with the nobility and with the what was the robot's name again? With the counselor right there and the other automatons. Is there a plan here?
Nope. And then she'll I think we're gonna have Taurin shapeshift into a burb so I can fly up there.
Interesting.
Immediately?
Yep.
Wow.
Interesting.
Sorry, guys.
Interesting.
Gotta check something out.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Bird.
Is okay. So you
Bird
transform
up.
into a bird.
And
Okay.
then out
kind of
from the
bird do you-
suit comes a bird.
What kind
I'm
of
gonna
bird do you
go, know
transform
what?
into?
We'll go for like a little silver falcon.
Okay, I would like to roll to intercept you and use my bird to intercept your bird.
Oh, that is interesting. How can we do this to intercept each other? Since birds are really not a combat kind of transformation, in the case of your bird summon, how can we do this? I would say give me both of you. Let me check real quick your character sheets just for a moment. Sorry.
They're non-combat, right? Like small birds.
They're non-combat, yeah, but they do have their own stats. That's the thing. Oh, this one's gonna be a tough one. All right.
Whatever you
I
want.
would say let's roll. Since I cannot find, you're gonna have to find stats for both of you, and yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. How about both of you roll D100s, and we'll see what happens from there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh boy, that's that's a very big number.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
That's a very small number.
Okay. So,
Oh,
good lord, that's some
what does my
insane.
number mean?
No, you, Kipper. That's fine. You're all right. You're all good.
Oh, okay.
So,
It does mean I'm a bun.
yes,
That's funny.
exactly. So, what happens is, Taurin, you go and you switched into a bird. Immediately, you start flying away, and then Rexmoa notices this, and he sends his own bird to do your bidding. You are about to, you are en route towards the command tower, and you feel a push. Not a push, but like a tackle, pretty much. And you are knocked down into the ground by the bird of Rexmoa. I will say the damage that you would have taken from falling, it makes your wild shape go away. So you're back to being Taurin.
You go.
Yeah, exactly, and just kind of fall down and just.
And then try to brush the bird off and try to get back up.
Yeah, you see, I guess Rexmoa and probably Kipper just jogging over towards you.
Yeah, you would see the two of them just running over towards you.
She'll just huff.
Why did you do that?
The
Just look
bird
at
thing.
Both of them and just kind of. I just needed to know. I needed a closer look. That's all I needed.
Well, from what they were saying, it sounds like he's a part of a noble house. So I don't believe we'll be going anywhere.
You know you can pickpocket people from down here.
I think it's
Am I
really
missing
more than wanting to rifle
Not
through
really
someone's pockets,
pickpocketing.
Kipper.
It's just somebody I recognize, and I didn't know if it was really them or not. And she'll get up and just dust herself off. Forget it.
Wait,
Let's just get back to the.
is she naked because she left the
No.
shoe behind?
Wait, did you? Oh no. Oh no.
Lauren,
Yeah,
are
Rexmoa
you
is just gonna
naked?
Wait,
Are
but
you gonna have to wear like the sharing clothes?
no. To be fair,
Okay.
we had already said that because of other item related things that the clothes poof with you and they poof out with you. So
Okay.
Okay, good.
But this would have been
Alright.
the funniest
That would've-
scenario. I would have had to
Okay.
go to one of the
I was
adventures
just,
and bought
respecting
pants
the
that like
detail
walk
that-
for you.
I
That you
did
said
come out of
earlier.
the suit. I know. I was like, just a bloop. I was like, I did.
I wanted to. What if we had to buy eccentric clothes from the Adventures Fair, and then Taurin had to be dressed up as the dumbest goof for the rest of the adventure?
I'll just put my regular clothes.
How about a dress that is 20 pounds?
How about we compromise?
Pants
us-
that walk for you.
One of us simply has to stay at the booth until the Saints pass by, get judged, and then, well, we can all do our own sneaky little thing afterwards. But I do ask that, well, at this occasion, above all, I know we always say this and it never happens, but we try not to rouse much suspicion.
I can
Remember why we're
stay
here.
at the desk as you guys walk around. If that's better for you two. I'm usually the one that draws attention by being stupid. So maybe I shouldn't be walking around.
Rexmoa thinks deeply between, well, his hot-headed bunny companion, who every time they see a noble person, they can't help but spit venom, and, well, Taurin, who just tried to run away.
Alright.
Well, I'm not exactly in the mood to be dealing with people either, so if you would like to volunteer and you know what you're doing, well, you can man the booth.
I can put on my proper retail face.
Retail
You
what?
know, retail.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Like you-
know.
Do you have a tail?
It's small. It's there.
There's a little stubby
see.
tail.
Don't go showing it to anyone, please.
It's tucked in. What? Not there.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what will it be, my
Might be in the
friends?
bathhouse. You see, it's not much of a tail. Okay, you can go.
All right. So I suppose, if we agree to it, what we'll do is we'll just, I mean, it's in the name. It's a bag of tricks. We'll play a little trick with the bag of tricks, using the invention, and then Kipper will just wait at the booth until they come by, and then maybe Rexmoa and Taurin will either peruse, or maybe Taurin's gonna like still try to find that person. I don't know if the nobles are gonna be walking around or not. But it's a possibility.
As they said, they will start judging before sunset, so they're not gonna be around
Okay.
until that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can literally just like walk around the fair honestly together until sunset. Was
Okay.
a good idea.
That
Just
works
look
too.
at the other ones. Maybe they got some like furbish, like little Furbies.
Yeah.
That's
a winner right there.
Herbie.
Alright, so yeah, Rexmoa will help Taurin back to her feet. And how about we all take a breath? Have a look around, just enjoy ourselves. Like Kipper was saying, let's put away any vendettas for now. And see if we can, well, get anything useful from these people. They are inventors after all.
Yeah.
Do you
We can
think
probably get some intel.
you, Rexmoa, you might be able to find Boris's cousin?
Hmm.
This is the
Yeah.
place you would find him.
Oh, don't worry. I have not forgotten. There's something I have to return to him.
Is it a knife?
No,
Is it
among
the-
other things, yes.
Okay, good. Because just be careful with how you remove you know, how you give it to him. Considering all the most influential people of the city are here, I have a suspicion that the gods are very antsy right now.
Of course.
All right.
I do trust you. I'm not trying to be too much.
All right.
So what is the
do you
plan
all
for the
want to stick-
party? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do we
mean-
want to stick together, or do we want to?
Birds of a feather stick together. Let's just stick together. I wouldn't mind that.
Well, if you all would like to help me find Boris's cousin, that'd be much appreciated. But don't let me keep you if something catches your eye. And we all have some fair amount of gold, at least, and maybe, well, information is much more valuable, and they seem to be giving that away in droves out here.
Where's his cousin, huh?
Right.
Can I find him?
Yeah, I guess our first step is just to, like, start asking people if they know anyone who's Boris's cousin.
Hey, yeah.
If
Maybe we look for a booth surrounded by burly people.
Burly people.
Early.
Yeah.
that's, you know what, that's not a bad idea. We know that they're white. That's pretty much all we know.
What? We know this?
I thought we did. We saw an image of Boris.
I mean, aren't they just human?
Oh my lord. Oh,
I thought
that's
they
so
were
funny.
dwarves. I'm confused now.
No,
they're human, aren't
they
they?
are
They were
humans.
not
Yes.
dwarves.
They are
They were
human.
not
I was
Yeah.
picturing
dwarves.
dwarves the whole time, just so you guys know.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
That is
Well, you gotta retcon those
hilarious.
memories, buddy. Yeah. The white man
Oh, well.
Boris. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Let's
crazy.
just look for a bunch of white men.
Well,
There's a
well, you guys
lot
are
of
out.
those around.
Maybe
Hmm.
there are a lot of those.
Yeah.
They
Well, just
don't-
like
the
it's
nickname
like
of the
a.
place is white.
It's similar
for
to this, right? Where it's like just it's like a giant
Boris'
circle.
last name.
We don't know. We just know him as Boris.
No one knows.
He's just Boris.
Um,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Kipper's gonna like yell out as you guys are walking away. I'm assuming that Kipper's still staying at the stand.
Well, you don't have to. You can if you
You
want.
don't have
but
to.
in
You can
case
come with
anyone-
us. Yeah.
Yeah. In case anyone like passes by, like you could, but you don't have to, because our investment in the situation is that we just want to catch the eye of the saints potentially.
I put the bag of tricks in the. We already put the bag of tricks into the thingamaburb, and then a thingy pops out. Right?
Yeah. So, by the
We'll
way,
figure it out when we get there.
as you guys start walking around, you would also see a couple of automatons taking a group of children. These are the orphans that you already know, and the automatons, of course, are different from the ones that you see around. These ones have the white glow from their, magic rather than the normal blue kind of hue from stratagem. And obviously, it's if you approach or if you walk close by, the orphans would notice you and they would all go and,
Hello, Jonathan and Peter, and Scout and Luna and Chrysanthemum and Balder and Hawthorne and Josiah and Michael and Abby and Serena. Hope you all are doing well. Please study hard out there. Don't forget what I taught you.
They all kind of feel happy and, they're kind of excited to be around the Inventors. It's probably going to be like the first time they've seen the Inventors Fair. So it's a new world for these children. They're all, having a fun time, and the automatons are also kind of like, leading them around, just taking them, making sure that everybody is together and all the things like that,
As you guys are walking away, though, Kipper's gonna yell, "If one of you guys manages to grab some grub, while you're out, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Maybe some
First
white
time in a
castle."
while, Rexmoa hasn't even thought about eating.
That is very true. That is actually very, very true.
In this world,
Is-
a fast food chain called White Castle would make so much sense.
That is also true.
All right,
Is
let's
there,
track
like, an
down this
inventor
cousin.
booth? That's my other question, real quick.
What?
Where vendors can go turn in like stuff, and or like if they need like tools or stuff like that. Is there stuff like that nearby
Wait, what do you mean?
for them?
Like what? Sorry.
Help
Like an
booth?
inventor booth, like a spot to help the inventors out, like one of those little booths where they can go.
It's like
and
a
get,
cosplay
spare
repair
parts.
station.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I think you would find some of those here and there, or you would see like one tinker running around with like like a big like briefcase full of things and like carrying around like backpack
Cool.
full of like repaired like things. So yeah,
Shucks.
100%.
Can we go over there and maybe ask for Boris? I mean, that's the question to ask if that's okay.
Yeah, 100%. You guys can definitely make your way over there. You guys take a little bit of a stroll away from Kipper as he stays on the booth preparing their interesting looking prank to the Saints, which I'm sure it's gonna go very well when it happens. And Kipper, you stay there as your friends move away, and you're kind of just waiting. You set up the thing. It's gonna do what it says. She's gonna pull out something from the bag, and like a rodent or something is gonna pop out, and people are gonna be very scared, and you're gonna say it's science because that's what you guys were planning. However,
There's rats out of the bag.
yeah. However, Kipper, as you are waiting and waiting, time starts getting a little bit boring as the guys are looking for people to ask around. And you guys, as I said, you ask to one person, they're like, I don't know, maybe ask this guy over here, and then you go to the guy over there, and they're like, oh, I think I know this guy, maybe it's over there. And, it's a little bit of a wild goose chase for all of you. As you start asking and asking with the vague descriptions that you have of this person. And, let's see, 1 second, real quick. There you go. And,
See anything like useful? Anything like
there are...
steal worthy?
Wow, Rexmoa wanting to steal, that is an interesting one. There's a lot of curiosities around shops and just people themselves. They're all over the place. As you guys are doing your walk-in, doing your rounds and all of that, Kipper, you're staying there. If it's boring, people just kind of go walk over the booth. They just kind of look at what you have, and they're just like really not looking interested in those things. Cause it's just like a bag with a hydraulic like jack, very weird contraption that you guys have set up in this spot. So they're like, oh, and they're not even like putting any attention to it. This is they're like, what is going on here?
So, what does it do?
Okay.
It cures cancer. If they know what cancer.
When Kipper, you,
Hey,
as I said,
come over here.
mm-hmm.
Come take a look at my magical.
It's not magic, it's science.
It's not
my
magic.
science.
You hear
It's
that in your head.
It's
It uses the kinetic force from a hydraulic press to push into the bag, converting the kinetic energy.
oh my goodness.
Turning the kinetic energy into mass, given form and sentience. And then I press the hydraulic press and it makes like a haunting because it's not doing good anymore. And then I put my hand into the bag and I take out what do I have to roll?
Wait, for what?
I'm taking something out of the bag.
Oh, you're taking something out of the bag. Okay, wait. You have to roll
I'm, saying
me.
it as people.
Right. Okay. You're gonna have to roll me a D8, please.
Also, I really
oh my
hope
lord.
someone clipped that. I don't know what I said.
I swear to God, if you, oh my lord, it's a D8, Bip.
It's a D8?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very unhinged today, I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, you know what? You are lucky. So as you grab inside the bag, you feel the fuzzy object, and then you pull it out, and a cloud of smoke just kind of poofs into your hand, and then an owl comes out.
What's coming out?
It's an owl in your hand, like standing on your hand.
Oh, it's an owl.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so much cooler. I was really hoping it was just gonna be another freakishly large rat. And then I just unleash it into the crowd.
Yeah, it's just an owl that is like sitting down on and starts just looking around.
Okay. Also, I have a question. I don't actually know what I said that made you guys laugh so much.
we'll
It's just like the flow of nonsense.
we'll just get something clipped on that.
Okay.
So, Kipper, as you pull out the owl, people are not buying into it. They're kind of like, "What is going on with this?" You know, they're straight up like avoiding your booth as things are going. It's starting to become a little bit boring for you since nobody's really paying attention.
Owl, attack the non-believers.
So, Kipper, you start like, you're kind of like, bah, this is kind of annoying. Nothing really fun is gonna happen. I wish I could have gone with my friends and all of that. And you start looking around, trying to figure out ways to entertain yourself. There's people everywhere. It's starting to get a little bit like overstimulating as well, as things are happening all the time. Until you kind of glance up into the sky to kind of look away from all the movement, all the crowd, and kind of like take a little bit of a breather away from all of the things that are happening around you. You're able to see you are able to see the clouds are dark, as the weather doesn't look very promising as the Inventors Fair continues, and it's kind of odd because people are still very happy, but the weather is just so bad. So you take a deep breath to kind of like calm yourself and see like, okay, this may not even work. I may just leave and just, go to my friends. You take a deep breath and, you inhale and exhale, and then you feel like everything gets quiet as you feel, as like everything around you just kind of gets quiet as you are, in your own mind. When suddenly something makes you like perk up as you hear a weird kind of screech slash roar slash I don't know, it's like the sound of a very odd creature in somewhere around Kipper.
Like on the ground in the area? Yeah.
Around, yes. You cannot really tell where it's coming from, but you hear this kind of like growl slash roar slash... It's a very odd sound. Then suddenly you just kind of close your eyes, kind of rub your temple a little bit, shake your head to look around, and then the sounds of the people slowly start coming back as, this thing has happened. But then you start hearing, instead of, all the cheery sounds of the people around, you start hearing screaming. You hear yelling and screaming. And Taurin and Rexmoa, you would also start hearing screaming. And you see people running away from the Inventors Fair. They're all running where they came from, to the lower city. At first, it's kind of odd. Like, why is everybody running away? You're kind of trying to like figure it out, all of you, as the sea of people surrounds you. Some of them just like abandon their like tarps and like tents, and then just start running away as the collective fear start getting into them. And since you, Taurin and Rexmoa, well, I believe at this point everybody would be able to see this. As you guys managed to find a patch of like ground where not a lot of people are running through, all of you glance over towards the way everybody's running to, only to see something coming your way. A big tidal wave heading from the port.
Oh god.
And
Here we go.
is about to hit the Inventors Fair. Everybody
Right,
is
swimsuits, everybody.
everybody is running away from it. What do you guys do?
Hold my breath.
So wait, are me, Rexmoa, and Taurin are still separated from Kipper?
Correct. Kipper is on the stall that you guys left, and you guys went over to find the cousin of Boris.
I would immediately start sprinting towards the booth to try to find Kipper.
Yeah. Following suit.
And I guess, and I... Yeah, well, yeah, Taurin's following me, so yeah, we can just
Right, okay.
start with that.
So you guys are starting to sprint over. You have to dodge people. I want both of you to give me what would that be? Either an athletics or an acrobat. No, I guess athletics would be the way. Yeah, athletics.
Athletics?
Both of you to give me an athletics check, please.
Okay.
Well,
An acrobatics check.
Yeah, you're a monk. You know what? I'll allow it because you're a monk. You can do a monk shit, so. Okay. Kipper, what about you? What are you doing as you see this approaching? People are running away, stalls are being thrown to the ground. Everybody is just in a panic. Like, people are being trampled. It's chaos.
Kipper's just feeling Kipper feels stupid for having not thought that anything in this day wasn't repetitious. This was exactly what Catsius had showed him in his dream, and it was playing out exactly the same, and he didn't feel the need to mention it to his team. He's honestly just standing there watching the wave come towards.
Okay. So, Kipper, you are standing there pretty much in disbelief at what you're seeing right now as the wave gets closer and closer and closer. This is a wave that is coming in at very high speeds, so you won't get many chances to do things. Rexmoa, with your acrobatics, you start weaving, dodging, and even like jumping over obstacles. As you, with your monk training, are more agile and are able to like sprint past some of the people. Yeah, sure, some of them bump into you, some of them like kind of push you away, but you can keep going and running over as the wave comes crashing down into the town. Taurin, unfortunately for you, you start making your way, weaving, dodging, but you get tackled by somebody running away and you fall into the ground. You cannot do much but to hold your arms over your head to avoid being completely trampled. People are stumbling over you. It hurts. You're being kicked. You're being stepped on. It is a mess. I will give you guys one more action before the wave hits. What?
Can I turn to a seal?
You could try. I will say you are being actively trampled, so if you want to, we can try and we can make a roll to see if the seal doesn't get trampled, which would turn you back into, Taurin.
Can I see Kipper at all?
With your movement, you are getting to the spot. I think you would be able to get close to him, or at least on eyesight range. Depending on what you want to do on this action, we'll see what happens.
But do I know that Taurin has been trampled?
No, you are moving past. The chaos is too much. At this point, you hope Taurin is following you.
Okay, yeah. I think realistically, Rexmoa is just gonna try to keep going to see if he can find Kipper.
As I said, you at this point, I think you'll probably be able to see where your stall is. So what are you doing?
I think he's gonna yell at Kipper, we need to get inside, and we need to get up somewhere high. And he just starts looking around for the nearest place that they can break into, even if it means breaking into a window, breaking down a door.
You can probably get to a building, yeah, and break down a window and just launch yourself inside. So whatever the impact, whenever the impact happens, is not as bad. Kipper, anything on your end?
After hearing what Rexmoa has said, is there anyone I can help on my way?
There is so many people. There are people all around that are having issues with being trampled or falling or not being able to move and things like that. There are many people.
So obviously I'm gonna have to be choosy. Are the orphans still here?
As far as you knew, the orphans were with the robots.
And can I see the robots?
At this point, no, because you found them a little bit further away and they were just kind of walking around, so you wouldn't be able to know where they are. Although I will say...
There's not enough... Oh, sorry.
I will say, if you guys want to try... And the problem is, it's a tidal wave. It's very fast. Yeah. You guys don't have a lot of time to do much. That's why I said it's quick action.
So, Kipper's just going to help whoever he can on his way. If there's specifically, a child, an old lady, or someone that looks like they have a harder time getting help, he's going to help them on his way to the direction Rexmoa is going.
Alright.
Which is most likely a building.
Kipper, I want you to give me an athletics check, please. Rexmoa, I want you to give me a perception check. And Taurin, what about you? As I said, wait, sorry.
You say I'm being trampled.
Yeah. You're on the ground right now.
This is dangerous for me.
I was gonna ask if Bird could help out. Just scare people into not trampling.
I don't think a little bird could do the trick. Plus, remember, this is a mass hysteria.
Alright, well, I tried, so I'm just gonna say for reference that my familiar is just gonna fly really high up.
Okay.
Oh, dang nabbit.
Okay. Well, then, can Taurin just grab whoever's trying to trample her next and just trip them and then try to get up with them?
Yeah. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, it is very easy because there's a lot of people trying to walk through you. So you just kind of grab onto somebody and just kind of use them as a leverage to get up on your feet. People are still trying to push you and doing things. Push you, move you away. And what are you doing, Taurin?
I'm trying to get out from the middle of the crowd and more to the side.
Okay, Taurin, I want you to give me another athletics check. And while you are rolling, I will say, Kipper, you are able to spot a children that is grabbing onto one of the tents, onto one of the poles of the tent that is holding the tarp together. They are crying because everything is very scary for them, of course. People are running, screaming, they don't know what's going on, they're probably lost. And you are able to grab them and hold them by the arm and go with Rexmoa. Rexmoa, with your fast perception, you are able to spot the closest building that you can realistically run to. And you can see that it is, in fact, a residential building with some windows that you can just run in and just don't even care about anything else but, like, just burst through the window and keep Kipper and the kid safe. Kipper, just one last thing before I go into Taurin. I want you to give me a... Let's see, real quick. One last thing. Yeah, no, I think it would be... Yeah, okay. Kipper, I want you to give me a survival check. Just to see what happens. Taurin, unfortunately for you, as you are trying to move away from the crowd, same thing happens. You trip onto somebody and you fall down, and you are being completely, trampled. And Kipper, with your survival, your survival instincts kick in immediately as Rexmoa goes over to this building, bursts through the window. Your acrobatics are fast enough that you can just immediately jump through the window, no problem at all. Kipper, you grab the child, hug him, and just kind of jump, putting your back first, so you land on your back and the child is completely unharmed from whatever glass or whatever things would be inside of the house. And this being the last roll, because of course this is an emergency situation, the tidal wave hits. The ground almost shakes as the water starts flooding everything. You guys, well, you won't be able to see it because it's happening right on your faces. The tent, all the inventions and all the tents are being lifted off the ground, swept into this very, very rough wave that hits like you being tackled by a brick wall. Even more than just that, it is enough to completely, I guess, completely destroy someone. You see, the buildings remain strong, although some of them shake a little with the power of this wave. The command tower, again, resists the impact with some minor shaking. But the Inventor's Fair is completely destroyed. Some people get, swept away by the water. Some others that are not lucky maybe hit some debris that is floating around. Who knows if they're going to survive or not. Unfortunately, within some of those people is Taurin. At first, you're covering your head so you don't get any bad injuries. And then you lift your sight, and for the most brief moment, you can see the water go into you, and just bam, the impact shakes your whole body as you are being flung backwards with the strength of the current. You feel how, even if you try and keep your hands over your head, you feel how you are hitting things behind you. You don't know if there's people, debris, or even buildings. Things are chaotic as you are being pushed. Then, suddenly, Taurin, as you hit something very hard, again, since you are looking at the other direction, you cannot tell what you just hit. Could have been anything. You hit something real hard and you feel the current stop. And you float. You are under this water as you are, floating. Taurin, you are able to see that you open your eyes. First and foremost, it's very odd As you open your eyes, you cannot move properly. You're still kind of dazed by the impact. You feel very light as you are underwater, almost as if you were flying. However, what you see, it's kind of concerning. Normally, you would be staring at the ground, since the tidal wave would have just pushed you further back, and if you were able to survive that, well, you would be a little bit beat, but you would be staring at the ground. But, Taurin, what you see is not ground, but you see a darkness below, as if this tidal wave had swallowed everything and there was no bottom to this water. And some movement catches your eye around you, and you turn your head to see. And what you see is people and debris and buildings. Everything that you shouldn't see floating in this water with apparently no end. Some of them are slightly remaining in their position. Some of them are sinking down into the deepest, darkest parts where you cannot see them anymore. And then you regain the ability to move, Taurin. You look up and see the brightness of the sun as it shines through the water, and you start swimming up. You gather your force. You are no longer in this kind of like paralyzed state. You start swimming up, swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming. But then you look again around you, and you haven't moved a single inch. You start getting desperate because you think, oh my god, I'm going to drown. You feel the pressure of the water around you. However, you are at this point, you're expecting it. You close your eyes and you're like, okay, well, this is my fate now. This is what's gonna happen to me. But nothing really happens, which makes it a little bit more interesting for you. You, in fact, are not breathing, but you don't feel like you need to breathe. And as you are, you know, kind of trying to process all of this, some movement catches your eye again. You see something swim past some debris that pushes it to a side. And you try and follow it, but you can only see the debris moving in darkness. Then, from the other side, another moving a bit of debris catches your attention. Some bodies floating away from where you saw him last. You start to turn, looking, expecting what is, you know, trying to surround you, trying to ambush you. You look around and around and around and around and around until nothing. Then you slowly feel that you are sinking. you look up again and see the light of the sun reflected on top of on the surface of the water is getting further and further and further and further away as the visibility starts getting worse and worse and worse and worse. To the point where even with your feline night vision, you cannot see much. You hear again another disturbance around the water. But at this point, is it even worth it? You can't really see anything around you. The disturbance moves things again, which you're trying to calm yourself. You're trying to say, hey, this is not happening. This is weird. Or maybe you have just given up. You're just saying, oh, if you're going to take me, take me. You know? And then...
Cast a spell, can I?
Was that, sorry?
Can I cast a spell?
What kind of spell do you want to cast?
I mean, I got quite a few things here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see what I have here. Okay. Well, I would be fine either way, because I do have water breathing as a spell, so we're fine there.
Well, to be fair, as I said, you are underwater, but you don't feel like the need to breathe.
I don't have the need to breathe. That is so creepy. Can I try, like, summoning an elemental, like one of my water elementals, and see if they can, like, well, they're see-through. Never mind, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, you would not be able to see anything exactly.
Yeah. That was an idea. And the only light sources I have is lightning and fire, and those are not going to help me here. Not today. Okay, I thought I had something else.
Hey, that's fine, that's fine.
All right. I can't grow any plants, though?
Not from this part. You cannot even see where the ground is. You just see darkness below you.
I was gonna, like, speak with plants or do some plant growth and get some vines going. Okay. Those are my ideas.
Hey, that's fine, that's fine.
Process.
That is fine, that is all good. So, Taurin, as you're trying to come up with ideas in your mind, you're trying to figure out, to think, hey, what can I cast? What can I do? What is going on? What has happened to me? You feel one final movement, this time behind you. And you feel this movement is very close to you because you feel the current of the water kind of push you away slightly. So the ideas in your mind are all out, and then you grab the courage to slowly, with your hands and legs, turn yourself around. And what you would see as basically darkness, nothing, something opens up, and you see a very, very, very large pupil staring at you.
Oh, lovely.
The pupil is orange and yellow, like the iris, I guess. The pupil is staring right at you. The size of this eye is... You are probably the size of its eye. Whatever is staring at you.
Yeah, I would just wave at it.
With a quick movement, the eye goes away from your sight. And then you start seeing more debris being moved around you and around you and around you. As you see, like, the darkness of this place starts to, like, fade a little. Almost as if you were floating again. But it's kind of like, it's a weird sensation, kind of like the darkness itself is fading, not you floating up. And now you're able to see with more accuracy as the movement of a very large creature around the debris, pushing out the corpses and all the other many things that are underwater. Taurin, you feel a very sharp headache as you notice the eye of the creature moving around all of this, I guess, rubble, and staring at you as it prowls in the half darkness. And in your mind, you hear, "So, you are the chosen who is meant to be my champion." The creature momentarily fades away from your sight, but you can see its very large body still moving around. As, again, you kind of turn a little and you notice the eye still floating in this darkness. And the pain continues, and it goes, "My siblings have chosen theirs, and you are whom I am left with." The creature kind of waves its tail a little, making some of this rubble just kind of explode. And it moves, and the explosion happens almost in slow motion due to the pressure of the water. And it goes, "I am not disappointed, but I am not pleased either." The eye slowly starts swimming towards you, and you can see now the creature pretty much just stops in front of you. And you can see that you are face to face with Ixis, the water titan.
By that last comment, Taurin would kind of scowl and like squint her eyes a little bit more serious then at this titan.
The titan itself is not moving its mouth. You can see the mouth is slightly ajar, showing the very large row of teeth. The eyes are piercing through, like looking straight at you. This thing is massive in front of you. And the sharp pain starts again, and it goes, "You have potential, child. You are not weak. You are strong. Yet, you choose to hide that strength and let others dictate the outcome." The titan swims past you with, shaking the very elongated body that it has. As it starts kind of coiling around your area, you can see how, the body is starting to circle around you. And the pain starts again and goes, "You are not ready yet, child. The strength within you is merely a droplet in this ocean of possibility that will fade away unless you stand up and stand strong. Unless you show your bravery and your fortitude." The creature ducks down into the darker part of this underwater, I guess, area that you are. And you hear the voice still, even though you cannot see, the face of the creature. And the body again, as it ducks down, the rest of the body starts to follow along, uncoiling itself from around you. And it goes, unless you're ready to face the indomitable current and flow like the waters, I will not take you as my champion. And you hear silence as the body of the creature completely disappear in the darkness. You start looking around, trying to find it, but you don't see anything. You don't see movement at all. And the headache comes back again, and it goes, find that strength, that raging power within. Then, and only then, will I grant you what you seek. You feel some sort of current going below you, coming from the darkness, to the point where you kind of lean down to see what is going on. The only thing that you can see from that very pitch black zone that is below you are the orange yellowish eyes looking at you from below. And it says, only then will I call you my champion. And the creature lunges at you, Taurin, mouth open, swallowing you entirely.
So
things go black as you do that. And as you regain your consciousness, you are back in the Inventors Fair. Things are completely destroyed. What was before the fairgrounds is now just a pile of rubble and water everywhere. You gasp for air and immediately start coughing up water as you look around the destruction that happened after the tidal wave.
yeah, she would be confused by that and kind of questioning what it all mean. And she's not afraid to do what she must. That's definitely in her mind.
Interesting.
She'll prove herself.
So, for you, Rexmoa and Kipper, you launch yourself inside this house, landed safely, and found the nearest wall to kind of like a nearest corner to just like huddle close and just kind of hold on to each other to see what happens. The impact shook the house entirely. A lot of water was like coming inside, coming through doors, windows, everything. You got soaked for a brief moment. All the things in the house just went everywhere. But slowly, the water started retreating. As for you, it was only a few seconds, maybe a couple of minutes, that the water hit everything and then retreated. You guys are soaked. You guys are gasping for air. But both of you and the kid that Kipper saved are alive. And as you stand up, you look outside the window to see everything completely gone. People like waking up from, being dragged by the water. Some of them are not waking up. Others are trying to give a CPR to some others. But it is chaos. And what was a very happy moment for the fair becomes a silent and, very tragic morning.
Rex, Kipper, like, after, like, just making sure the child was okay, looking towards Rexmoa, and then noticing that Taurin isn't there next to him. Something he didn't realize. Rexmoa, where is Taurin?
He was behind me when we were running to come get you. I'm not sure. It all happened so quickly, and I think, like, what does it look like outside? Like, is all the water literally gone?
The
or
water
it,
is like retreating back again into the ocean.
I think Rexmoa is gonna jump out and start looking for her.
Alright. So you jump out into the chaos that is now what was the Inventors Fair. And we're gonna end the session right there. Because that's all the time that we have for this one.
We don't want to do too much without dear Ambrose.
I know.
His honor/Ambrose.
Exactly. So we are going to say goodbye to the people watching the VODs on the YouTube channel. Goodbye, people. Ha.
Bye, VOD Squad.
Bye, VOD Squad.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Get me out,
sir.
Mario.
Yes, sir.